You're a great mom.
I don't know. I'm fine with Trevor, but with Phoebe, she really keeps me on the outside.
That's normal. She's an awkward, nerdy kid.
Maybe a new home can be an opportunity to start fresh. I just wish she'd get into some trouble.
There's still time.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
We're completely broke, and our grandfather left us this creepy old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
Your father wasn't much of a homemaker. He could hardly keep the power on.
You're saying he left us nothing?
Well, I wouldn't say nothing.
You went with the station wagon?
It's the only one that had an engine. What is happening here?
Somehow, a town with no fault lines is shaking on a daily basis.
Maybe it's the apocalypse. Egon came out here for a reason.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost?
Oh my god. You guys hear that?
Something's coming.
The whole city. It's like The Walking Dead.
Ghostbusters.
We're ready to believe you.
We're closed.
Who are you?
Not who you think I am.
I'm going back to the very beginning of the MCU. We have a keystone event, and that event is Tony Stark becoming Iron Man. He's forced to build these weapons for an organization, and that organization was the Ten Rings. And there was this wonderful character we really wanted to do something with someday, and that was Shang-Chi.
When they announced this movie, I was really, really excited. Kind of tongue-in-cheek, I ended up tweeting Marvel, hey, are we gonna talk or what? So I'm very glad I did that.
He's so intense as this character. Shang-Chi was made for Simu, and I could feel his passion for it.
The backstory of Shang is really unique in that he discovered that his father was this evil overlord.
The rings gave our family power.
He's brought back into his father's world and has to deal with coming face to face with him again. And this is a much meaner and more hardened father. And then crazy stuff happens after that.
It was time for you to take your place by my side.
It's not gonna happen.
My heart was definitely in this project. It feels in line with everything I believe in, and it is a crazy, wild, giant ride that we're gonna go on.
Hold on, everybody!
It was a name that sounded so sweet, so seductive. Synonymous with worth, style, power. But that name was a curse too.
I've been a Gucci all my life.
Your name is in the history books.
Paolo, you are Gucci, you need to dress the part.
It's chic.
Gucci needs new blood.
It's time to take out the trash.
They're my family.
So am I.
You picked a real firecracker.
She's a handful.
Bravo.
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Can you keep a secret?
Father, son, and house of Gucci.
This is how it starts. It builds and builds, has a life of its own. There is a weight a man can accrue.
This is where all the good stuff happens.
The weight created by his past actions. It is a weight which can never be removed.
All in.
You count cards, right?
I'm not that smart.
But you win. You need someone to stake you.
That's what you do. You run a stable.
I'm always looking for a good thoroughbred.
Having been sentenced to 10 years in prison, I learned to count cards.
How'd you do that?
Poker's all about waiting.
Check, raise, re-raise, call.
Then something happens.
You remember it?
This is where all the good stuff happens.
They made you the fall guy.
You need to back off.
You've been around him. He's a mystery. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
This is how it starts. Just a fleeting thought.
You might want a piece of what I'm gonna do.
Then it builds.
Well, what is that? Set things straight.
It doesn't matter to me if you did something bad in your past.
Nothing can justify what we did.
We are each responsible for our own actions.
You know the phrase tilt, just like in pinball. Any man can tilt. You can tilt. Is it possible to know when one reaches the limit?
You have to be the strangest poker player I ever met.
Oh, you have no idea.
Dad, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
My father lusted after freedom. The kind of freedom most free people never experience.
The suspect has been identified as John Bogle, the second largest counterfeiter in U.S. history. Bogle printed over $22 million.
He came and went from our lives. He always made me feel like part of a bigger world.
Out beyond the reaches. Raise the blood moon, you show, then cover up.
I love you, baby. You and me got the same heart. Two peas in a pod.
And through the thin
You just take good care of her babies, okay?
I watched your tail, I
Dad, what do you do?
Trouble came to find you.
I'm an entrepreneur.
There are things about your father that you don't know. Till it got you in its spell.
Just tell me the truth!
You're gonna get it when you walk a mile in my shoes. I'm guilty
Dad,
till proven innocent.
You will never change!
Through the years, long and wearing, with you my dreams I will be sharing. In whatever you choose to endeavor, I will support you forever and ever.
I think the greatest hope a man can have is he leaves something beautiful behind. Something he made.
Come hell or high water.
Hands up who had a great summer.
Hello, David.
What do you know about Zone 414? My city of robots. My androids. Companionship is rare these days.
Not my kind of place.
The task is my daughter, Melissa. 3 weeks ago, she went missing. I need you to retrieve her for me. And when you get there, find Jane. She might be my best creation. So unique.
Welcome to the zone.
You helped me find Melissa. So you're a friend of hers, right?
I don't need any more trouble.
Well, what kind of trouble?
Hello, Jane.
Someone wants to kill me.
Don't move! Someone's been stalking you, Jane.
I appreciate the fact that Jane is your tour guide. Don't trust her. Vit is paying you to find the girl. Find the girl. Get your money and leave.
You look, but you do not see. They can feel pain, you know, in their own way. They scream.
I said don't move! You have a murderer in the zone. Stay right there.
What's more human than fear?
All houses wherein men have lived and died are haunted houses. Through the open doors, the harmless phantoms on their errands glide, with feet that make no sound upon the floors.